It is week 5 in the National Football League and injuries are starting to become a factor. Coaches are getting fired and the DFS landscape is starting to shake out. So listen up and I'll learn you a thing or two as I dole out some smart plays for the week. I'm Mike Cardano with the Roto Experts in the Fantasy Sports Network, and this is your Daily Fantasy Minute. Now, fresh off a 2-year extension, newly minted Dion Lewis is, in my eyes, grossly mispriced on DraftKings this week at just $4,800. Playing in a high-volume passing attack, Dion is averaging 15 touches per game with more than a 14% market share of Tom Brady's passes coming his way, which is a huge percentage for a running back. Now, in the running game, even with LeGarrette Blount carrying the rock to run out the clock in the fourth quarter of these blowout games, Lewis is getting more than 46% of all the backfield carries and averaging a robust 4.9 yards per carry. At $6,900 on FanDuel, he's not quite the steal that he is on DraftKings, where to me, he is a must-play in all formats against a Cowboys team with an injury-riddled offense not likely to be able to possess the ball for large chunks of time, providing Dion Lewis with opportunity aplenty. At the tight end position, if you can't afford Gronk in cash games, you're going to want to look at one of two guys, Martellus Bennett or Charles Clay. Now, you saw last week how well these two did with their go-to wide receivers on their teams both out, and there's a good chance that at least one of either Alshon Jeffrey or Sammy Watkins will be out once again this week. Now, these are both 1 p.m. Eastern Time games, so check the inactives when they come out at 11:30 a.m. Eastern Time Sunday morning. And I play the one that doesn't have their big-time wide receiver lining up next to them. Now, if both Jeffrey and Watkins are out, I'd probably play Clay and put the savings to good use. Clay, incidentally, also gets a great matchup facing a Titans team that's dead last in the NFL in defensive adjusted value over average against tight ends. So that's it. Don't say I didn't tell you so. For more facts, tips, and tidbits on this week's NFL and college DFS football action, head on over to dailyroto.com or keep it right here on the Fantasy Sports Network. I'm Mike Cardano, and this has been your Daily Fantasy Minute.